So all you need to do is go to the Canvas course where you want to use WebEx, and if it's not over here in your buttons that are able to be seen in the left-hand navigation menu by the students and you, well, you can see them all, but the students can't. You need to go to settings, and then you need to go to navigation if you're not already on the navigation tab, and then scroll down until you find the WebEx and go ahead and drag it up into the visible area, and then go to the bottom here and push on the, or click on the blue save button. So now as we go back up here, we can see that it's in the visible buttons. So I'm going to click on that. And if you've never looked at this is what the WebEx page looks like in Canvas. You have some tabs here at the top, and the one we're going to talk about right now and today is the event calendar. And so to schedule a upcoming training or event, you need to click on schedule, and then you can name it whatever you want to. So say it's lecture unit 7, put a description in if you want. I have it for a single, so there are going to be no repeats. And then make sure you have your correct time zone, which is America Denver for us, and the date that you want to have this lecture to take place, the time, and the duration. So my favorite thing here is WebEx trainings, because that is the instance of WebEx that allows you to have breakout rooms. You cannot get breakout rooms in WebEx meetings. So if you want to put your students in rooms for discussions and the like, then choose WebEx trainings. And that's the one we're going to talk about today. So then save it. And so now your lecture is scheduled. While I'm on this page, because it frequently comes up, people want to know, well, first of all, your students will be able to see these scheduled lectures because they have access to the WebEx page too, and that's how they'll join. So you may tell them in an announcement or an email, hey, we've got a lecture coming up Friday at 4 p.m. And then they'll go in here and they'll see a button that says join around that time, and they can join. If you want to, you can click the little plus beside the lecture that you're talking about, and then you get some more options. And the one in the middle here with the person, you hover over it, it says invite guests. You can actually get a link. So you can copy that link and email it, or you can put it in an announcement too. So that's another way you can do it. Alrighty, so that's as far as we can go in Canvas. And so now I'm gonna stop sharing this, and then I'm gonna switch over to a little video that I'm gonna talk to you about. This is how you can quickly get into a meeting if there's some reason that you need to start one. That's going into the quick launch, but that was just a way to get my video started. So, all right, as when you join this meeting, you also will have the options for your audio. You can choose your phone, or you can choose to use your computer for the audio. So I like using the computer. And then if your video is not on, you can click the video icon up by your name, and that will turn on your video. Recording, just like Matt started the recording for this one that we're in now, there's a button up here at the top that you need to depress, and then that will give you the options for recording down below. So let me continue with the video here. So now you'll have the option of recorder down here in the lower right. So you just need to click on the record button right there. And now it's recording. You see the red dot, and you see it's counting off. And you can pause or start it up again or just let it go through the whole thing. Now, presenter. You as the instructor will be the presenter for your WebEx trainings, but you don't have to stay the presenter. If you have a student that you want to give a presentation, you can drag that WebEx ball down to that other user, the student, and then you can allow them to be the presenter. And so they can give their presentation to the class, and then once they've finished, you can drag the ball back to yourself or to another student. Sharing, which Matt and I have both done so far in this training, it looks a little bit different in the WebEx training than it does in WebEx meeting. So it's the icons are right here on the desktop. And so you'll want to go to the share application icon and click the down arrow. And then you have these options, and the monitors would be like sharing your entire screen. And if you don't want to do that, then you can scroll down and share an application. I chose Microsoft Excel. So now the students could see that. And then when I'm ready to stop sharing, I just click the stop button. And it asks me, are you sure you want to do that? Yes. We've all been using the chat a little bit. It's pretty easy, but it's good to keep an eye on it if you're in a room by yourself and see if the students are trying to flag you for something. So this particular student says, I can't hear you, so I can't answer them back with my microphone, but I can type them a brief message, and I can either send that to the student by themselves or the entire group. The students also have the ability to raise their hand. And when they do that, you'll see a hand by their name. And so I'm assuming that they have a question to ask me. And so I'm going to unmute their mic and let them ask me a question. And then I mute it back when they're finished. I'm going to pause here just briefly and say that we're going to get to breakout rooms here next, I believe. But you can, if you are not in a breakout room with the students, if you're just kind of just sitting on the main page while they're in breakout rooms, they can they can chat, type a message in, and you can see it, or they can raise their hand. So if they need you to come into their room, for example, it's like everybody's talking over everybody and they can't calm them down, whatever it is, it's like, help, we need you. You can see that, and so you know to go in there. Okay, so now we're talking about the breakout rooms. So you'll see in the lower, if you don't see this in the lower right, they're up above, which I can't get to right now, but there is a place where you can click on breakout rooms right up at the top of the page. So you click on breakout assignments, and it pops up a window for you. And then you can add sessions. These are like your rooms. So you can add and name them whatever you want, as many as you want. If you have 75 students, then I suggest that you just let the breakout thing do a automatic here. So you can have it automatically assign your attendees. And so that would be easy. If you just have, 15, you might want to break them out yourself. So add as many sessions as you want, or rooms. And then to put a student in a room, you highlight the room, and then you highlight the student, and then you click the double arrow, and it will put them over in the room. And I'm going to add myself to the other one, just so we have someone in each room that I made. Then you click OK. And now the breakouts haven't started yet. They're all set up. All you have to do now is click on the start button. And it's asking me if I want to be the presenter in my session. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words, but it's been a long couple of days. Okay, so my audio is going to go with me to that room if I choose to do that. And so now I am in breakout session 1, and the other student is in breakout session 2. So we're going to just pretend that there's like 10 people in each of these rooms. You have all the options in here that you have on the main screen. So the students can talk to each other, they can share, and then when you're ready to end, you can end the breakout session. And you want to end it for everyone. That means everyone in this room. And I say yes. And then the other session's still going on. I have to end that. So I'll click on end all. And then the very last thing, of course, is ending the session, the training meeting. And to do that, all you have to do is go up to File and End Training Session. All right, another tab here is event recording. So if you've recorded your event or your meeting, you can go in here and view the recordings for it when they're ready. Sometimes it takes a while. It may be up to a day or half a day for it to get in here. But then you can look at the recordings. I like the streaming one. If you right click on that and choose copy link address, then you can go into a page. Say you have a page set up where you're going to put all your recorded lectures. Edit that page. And then go ahead and type in the name of this lecture, whatever it is. Highlight that. And then click on the link to URL and paste that link right there. When you're done, save or save and publish if you haven't published the page. And now you can direct your students here or have this page in your modules, and the student will click on the video and it will pop up and start. They'll be able to see the video. So that's what we're looking at right now.